And now with part two of lab three. So we're going to be going over the network address translator. Question one asks, what's the IP of the client? The IP of the client is 192.168.1.100. Number two, the client actually communicates with several different Google servers in order to implement safe browsing. The main Google server will serve up the main Google web page has the IP address of 64.233.169.104. In order to display only those frames containing the HTTP messages, enter the expression. So we're going to take this, put this in here, and that should give us only the Google ones. And you can see that right there. Now, number three. Now consider the HTTP GET sent from the client. So that would be this one right here. IP at the time of 7.109267. What's the source and destination IP addresses and a TCP source and destination port of the IP datagram carrying the HTTP GET. So we can check right here. The source is right here. The destination is right here. The source port and then the destination port's right there. At what time, using specific time since beginning and second trace, is the corresponding OK? So that would be right here. It'd be 7.158797. And then the source port is right here. Destination port's right here. Source port, source IP. Source port is right here. And then destination port's right here. And you can see this right there. And we're going to want to only filter the TCP ones right here. So, number 5, recall that before the GET command can be sent to the HTTP server, TCP must first set up a connection using a three-way SYN acknowledge handshake. At what time is the client to server TCP SYN segment set? That sets up the connection used by the GET set time at 7.109267. What's the source destination IP and source destination port of the TCP SYN segment? What is the source and destination IP and the source and destination port of the ACK sent in response to the SYN? And what time is the ACK received at the client? So the time, you can see that would be that is more sent. I believe right. See it right here. It's sent at 707.5657. Here's the source IP, the destination IP, the source port, and the destination port. And time of the acknowledge, which is right here. That's the source IP address, destination IP address, source port, and destination port. And that was received at 7.1109053. In the following, we will focus on two HTTP messages, GET and OK. So we're going to be opening up the NAT ISP side of it. Right here. So number 6, we're going to go find the HTTP GET. So let's look up HTTP. That'd be right here at segment 85. It appears at 6.069168. The source IP is right here. Destination IP is right here. And to open it up, we can see that the source port is right here, and the destination port is right here. And the only difference in the field of this in question 3 is the IP address, because this is the source IP address compared to the home IP address. Are there any fields, number 7, are there any fields in the HTTP GET message change? Which of these fields in the IP diagram carrying the HTTP GET are changed? The only thing that's changed are the source IP address and the header checksum, and you can see the difference right here. These are different values because they're sent to a different IP address. Number 8, in the NAT ISP side trace file, at what time is the first 200 OK HTTP message received in a Google server? What is the source? This is not one. This would be, I believe it should be right there. Yeah. So it actually should be 6.117570. And that's the first one right here. After this, it's right here. Source IP 64 and destination being 71. Oops, 71.192.34.104. And the things that are different would, the source port's right here, destination port's right there. Things that are different from question 4. So we look at question 4. It would be destination IP. The source and destination IP are different. Ooh, that's question 8. The source and destination IP addresses are different with the destination IP. Question 4, the source for question 8, and question 8, destination IP is different. Okay, and for number 9, at what time does the client start TCP send? So just look at TCP. This would be the first one, so that's be 6035475, and TCP acknowledge would be 6068754. TCP sends IP address is right here, destination, source port, destination port, and as well as the acknowledge is this the source IP address, destination IP address, source port, and destination port. And they have all the same fields as question 5, except for the IP address, the source IP address, which you can see right here. As for, actually check that out. Number 5. Actually, this round is actually a lot different. Well, if we look right here, the difference is percent. The destination ports are similar, but their IP addresses are different. Their source ones. Yep. Yeah, so the source IP addresses are different. That one's just wrong. Okay. Using Alright, using your answers from above, fill in the NAT transition table entries for HTTP connections considered, which is 180 above. So when it's going to be 64 for source port of 4335, and then for LAN, it's that 192.168.1.100 that's using the same port as well. And that is part 2 of lab 3.